What is up, Addicts? In this video, I'll be giving a visual guide for this week's normal time trial, RC Bandito time trial, and the premium race totaling over $300,000. Remember that the time trials can only be completed once a week for the full $100,000 payout. The premium race, however, could be completed in a limited amount of times with a 48-minute cooldown between each win. Also keep in mind that rocket-powered / flying vehicles cannot be used in time trials. So, starting off with the time trial this week, which is LSIA, I highly recommend either the Batty 801, Hakachu Drag, Shotaro, Pariah, Itala GTO, Devest 8, Emerus, or Krieger for this time trial. I'm going to be using the Batty 801. In terms of route, this time trial is pretty easy as it's just following the road at top speed. There are a couple of shortcuts here as you can see, but they're pretty easy once you get the hang of them. But keep in mind that because of how bumpy the route is and how much traffic and intersections you're constantly driving through at high rates of speed, it does get frustrating sometimes when a car cuts you off or hits you. So keep in mind, guys, that for this particular time trial, the traffic will be annoying. Moving on to this week's RC Bandito time trial, which is La Fuente, Blanca. As always, you need to own an RC Bandito in order to participate in these. So the RC time trial is pretty easy in general, but some of the tight areas are pretty difficult. So make sure you take it slow in those areas and brake before them. And lastly, when you use your brakes, make sure to press them in about halfway in, not all the way, or you might lose control of the Bandito. And lastly, we have this week's premium race, which is cutting Coroners. This one is restricted to the supercars class. I highly recommend either the Krieger, Emerus, SADRR, or a Wagner for this race. For those of you who've never done this race before, I highly recommend practicing the normal version of this race first so you can familiarize yourself with the route, some of the braking points, because it's not as easy of a race as it seems, especially if it's your first time doing it. It will take some practice. And that's it, guys. Normal time trial this week is pretty easy if you use one of the vehicles I mentioned and get lucky with the traffic. The RC time trial is pretty difficult if you've never done it before, so just brake a little extra for most of the turns and you'll be fine. And this week's premium race is pretty easy if you give it some practice runs beforehand on the normal version. Again, remember guys, you can earn over $300,000 between the three this week, and setting yourself to go to beat them is always a lot of fun in my personal opinion. Let me know which one you found most difficult and what vehicles you use down below in the comments. And for those of you looking for a high quality gaming chair, I highly recommend an E1 Racing chair. I've personally been using mine for over 2 years with zero issues, no wear and tear. It still looks brand new, which just amazes me. Super comfortable. I've tried many different brands and E1 Racing is by far the best. If you want to get a good deal on one, use my link in the description and use code DCA to get up to 30% off E1 chairs at e1racing.com. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.